New Vegas, before the war, a brand new Mr. House over here, Victor the Securitron making his grand debut, and a brand new Legion accompanied with Deathclaws as a finale. Ladies and gentlemen, December 17th doesn't seem like it's close enough, because when season 2 finally drops, I think collectively we're all gonna say patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. I can't tell you how hyped I am for season 2 of this Fallout show. Ella Purnell's been dropping little hints and tidbits with behind the scene pictures and promo shots every once in a while, and now we have this full-blown teaser trailer that looks spectacular. It gives us a good rundown of what we're gonna be getting this season without going too spoiler heavy. In fact, I don't even know what our main story is going to be other than Lucy and the ghoul going to try and find her father. And to be honest, I think that's more than enough to get me hooked on what we're seeing over here. The storyline with pre-ghoul Cooper Howard is going to be in New Vegas in that pre-war period, and he's actually meeting and talking to Mr. House himself. That's something that I wasn't expecting. I know, of course, Cooper Howard is the Vault Boy. I mean, he is the icon, the figurehead of this show, but meeting such an influential character like House is a pretty big deal. And maybe this is the way they're gonna go around it, from instead of showing a house that is post New Vegas, the game, they're just gonna be showing a house that is pre everything that we've already seen. That's probably the best bet that we're gonna get right here with this characterization of House. And what we see here is a new actor in place of House instead of the actor that we got in the last few episodes of season 1. Justin Theroux has taken the role, and to be honest, I was pretty surprised by how accurate his voice was. I mean, season 1 left me a little disappointed if he was gonna be our mainline House there, but here, I'm actually quite impressed with this new version of him. I mean, it actually feels like the House that we see in the game, and he's definitely gonna be playing a big part because they got a pretty big actor to play the role, I think. And aside from this, we see Victor alive and well in this world too, so that means his command, whatever happened there with the courier, something is still good there. Systems are still online enough to keep them operational, so it's not like New Vegas is just completely gone to hell since the game, as some people were speculating here and there. We also see Victor fighting someone in a power suit. I assume that's gonna be Hank once he arrives to New Vegas. He's gonna come up with some trouble over here. And in this pre-war period, we're also gonna just see that Cooper Howard just ends up being that guy that ends up in the most important times at the most convenient moments. I mean, come on, over here, this is the next time that we've seen Operation Anchorage, that we've seen this entire battle aside from the DLC. We're actually gonna get a glimpse of his experience in the power armor, something that we were hinted at the end of season 1. I wonder how in-depth we're gonna be going in there, or is it just something where Cooper just kind of showed up and then left sometime soon? Because we know that by the time the bombs drop, that man is back home. And we also see a scene over here that is very reminiscent, in my opinion, to what looks like the beginning of Fallout 4, just taking place with Cooper Howard instead. I don't know, the lighting, the billboard, that gave me that vibe. In modern times, we're back at Novac over here, and it looks like it's been invaded by bandits or raiders or something. Lucy is in the mouth of the iconic dinosaur over here, which leads to the biggest question of them all from this trailer, of where is Boone? I mean, if any character can really make a comeback or really show up reasonably in this show, I think Boone would be one of those characters, aside from maybe some of those other groups that are inside of New Vegas themselves, so like maybe the Kings or something. But still, I'm hoping that man is alive and well. Maybe he could be a character played by a really famous actor somehow, that just cameos. I know Aaron Paul really wanted to be in the series. That may or may not be a good choice, but that would be something to think about, wouldn't it? We see a brand new version of the Legion over here, so whatever remained of the Legion from the ending you chose from Fallout, this is the new version of them. So that means Caesar is definitely not the leader. We see that it's not Lannis. I mean, I don't think it could be him, because I think their fates are very much tied to the ending that you choose. So they can't have them be any of the leads. So this has to be a brand new section of the Legion or something like that. They're gonna give some sort of explanation to their existence still. We haven't seen any big or any NCR presence to speak of right now, but I still assume that they're gonna be a pretty reasonably sized faction in this. I know Shady Sands may not exist anymore, but still, they have other outposts. They can exist outside of the Shady Sands area. So in my opinion, if we're seeing a faction like the Legion come back, we have to get the NCR back as well. I mean, they're the counter to one another. Something would be off if they're not fighting one another. We see that Hank's objective is to actually get into this vault over here. It looks like one of the prototype vaults. Maybe there's someone or something that he's looking for that can give him access to maybe some more power systems, or maybe access to wake other people up. Who knows? It's still not really clear what he's running to, but it's not House. You can definitely see that. And at the end of the trailer, we see that there is, of course, the appearance of our first alive Deathclaw right in front of the gates of New Vegas, which implies that it isn't as protected or as well staffed as it was in the game. So, of course, something did happen here that caused it to be a little bit more run down, or who knows, maybe it's being used as security in its own right to not let people in. We still need to see how New Vegas itself is flourishing, if it even is functioning as a society at all at this point. But I'm stoked right now. It wasn't like I was concerned about accuracy or anything like that, but they have gotten everything down to the last minute detail. I mean, look at these screens behind House. They look so game accurate here. Every set piece, every little thing that we've seen, every leak and photo has been telling us the truth. They have been working tirelessly to give us something that is so accurate to the vision that we saw in the game. And I just can't help but really enjoy that. We didn't get anything from Norm in this teaser over here, but we did get a promo shot that Ella Purnell posted, and it looks a little menacing. I mean, it looks like he might be starting an uprising in his own right in that vault, and for good damn reason too. His storyline is so underrated, but it is in fact one of the best ones we have gotten in the entire show. And Titus is over here running about with the Brotherhood of Steel, showing more flying aircrafts just headed towards New Vegas, I presume. If I hadn't said it before on this channel, I am a huge fan of Fallout. I mean, I've gone out and played pretty much all of the games, with my favorite being New Vegas. I mean, I even went out and bought the Magic decks for the series. Even though I have barely played any Magic in my life, I just love the series that much. It is that big in my life. And I was so pleasantly surprised with season 1 that I just have incredibly high hopes for season 2. Everyone's performances were so immaculate. They brought their own spin and stories into this world that fit in perfectly. Sure, would I appreciate some more really dark, bleak humor like in the first 2 games? Yeah, but this series has been a nice blend of pretty much everything. Something I'm hoping that we at least get a glimpse of is maybe a super mutant or two. I'm very interested to see how they would be bringing that to life, whether they're gonna be using CGI or a full-on costume. What are they gonna be doing there to make a super mutant feel intimidating and feel so otherworldly in this show? I'm excited for what they do, and I need to see how this story continues. But with that, I think that wraps up me just talking about this trailer. With everything we've talked about, what are your opinions on it? Do you love the trailer? Is there something you wish it showed more of? Please, let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to know what y'all think. And as always, I was Randy, and I'll be seeing y'all next time. Peace.